what the most dangerous man in the galaxy never truly lost. In Star Wars, Maul-Shadow Lord, the story doesn't just revisit one of the most feared villains in Star Wars. It shows how he's been quietly rebuilding something far more terrifying. Because this isn't just about survival anymore. This is about power. And by the end of episodes 1 and 2, Darth Maul has already set his plan in motion. Episode 1 and 2 of Star Wars. Maul-Shadow Lord provides the title character his own show for first time, outlining his strategy for regaining control. The most recent animated series in the Star Wars franchise, Maul-Shadow Lord, brings the resurrected character into the modern era. In the larger Star Wars timeline, Shadow Lord comes before Obi-Wan Kenobi, Solo, and Star Wars Rebels, but between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. The initial reactions to Maul, Shadow Lord hinted at a lot of what was to follow, and the first 2 episodes are now available for everyone to watch on Disney+. Star Wars fans will have something to look forward to as 8 more are scheduled to be released over the next 4 weeks. The Clone Wars Season 7 opens with Maul just after he escapes Order 66. The former Sith wants to regain the authority he previously possessed as the head of the Shadow Collective, a criminal group that gave him the ability to rule Mandalore, locate, and nearly eliminate his most formidable adversaries. The specifics of how he intends to accomplish that are hinted at in Shadow Lord episodes 1 and 2, as is another intriguing aspect of his story about a new character that has not yet been revealed in the larger Star Wars saga. The main goal of the villain in Maul, Shadow Lord episodes 1 and 2, is to wreak devastation on his former comrades. After Maul was taken prisoner by Darth Sidious in Season 5 of the Clone Wars, his allies from other criminal organizations abandoned him. One of these syndicates is the well-known Pike Syndicate, while the other 2 are headed by Ludivario and D-Miz, respectively. To be by the end of Shadow Lord episode 2, Maul has also turned the Pikes into an enemy, initiating his strategy to make them weaker. In the end, Maul wants to regain his former level of strength and notoriety so that he can exact retribution on Darth Sidious, the one person in his life. How Maul plans to advance his cause to fight the Syndicate's Sidious, a Jedi named Devin, is one of the more intriguing aspects of Maul. Shadow Lord episodes 1 and 2. Devin is depicted hiding out on the planet Janix with her master, Daki, as one of the few Order 66 survivors in Star Wars. But in the first 2 episodes, Maul captures Devin because he continues to be drawn to her by minor visions. Maul tells Devin and his devoted Mandalorian comrade, Rookcast, that he plans to expose the former Jedi's mistakes. Reiterating what he said to Ahsoka Tano during the siege of Mandalore, he claims she's been brainwashed and needs retraining on the real nature of the galaxy. These visions have convinced Maul that Devin ought to be his trainee. Devin, however, doesn't quite see things this way. In the conclusion of Maul-Shadow Lord episode 2, Devin uses the words he spoke to her to break free from Maul's confinement, which raises some more significant issues as the conclusion of Maul-Shadow Lord episode 2. It is unclear if Devin will truly accompany Maul. Over the course of the season, Maul will probably continue to try to persuade Devin to support him. After all, the showrunners have characterized the relationship between Maul and Devin as the former being a devil on the latter's shoulder. This can only imply that Maul will keep pressuring Devin to adopt his philosophy in an attempt to persuade him to choose a different perspective. In Shadow Lord episode 1 and 2, his dialogue confirms this. Maul is adamant that Devin must alter her perspective. Maul informs Devin that since the Jedi and Republic have vanished, leaving the galaxy in a state of anarchy, she must see him as more than just a villain. The topic of whether Maul will become the canonical Darth Talon from Star Wars is raised by the chance that she will overcome Devin's obstinate Jedi teachings and mentality. In George Lucas's Star Wars sequel trilogy, Darth Talon was supposed to be Maul's Twi'lek trainee prior to the canonization of Disney's trilogy. Lucas wanted Talon and Maul to become entwined, and she made multiple appearances in Star Wars legend stories. Many have wondered if Devin will be Talon's canon version, yet this is doubtful as it was intended. Once more, this seems improbable. Maul, the Shadow Lord, will need to do a masterclass in character writing to make Devin and Talon feel like one and the same, since they are just too different. Yes, Devin might eventually work as Maul's apprentice, but she will have her own personality and probably not be based on Darth Talon as many had thought. Maul, the Shadow Lord, returns with his Mandalorian allies that supported him in the 7th season of the Clone Wars, seeking to destroy Vario D-Miz, the Pikes, and Crimson Dawn for thriving after Sidious captured him, and Ahsoka Tano defeated him during the Siege of Mandalore. Maul's retaliation is quickly shown in episodes 1 and 2, where the former Sith schemes result in the death of D-Miz and the captivity of Vario. Episodes 1 and 2 make one thing very clear. Maul has changed. He's no longer just a weapon. He's a strategist. Instead of chasing the Jedi or confronting the Empire directly, Maul operates from the shadows. He studies the galaxy. He watches its weaknesses. And most importantly, he begins rebuilding something he once controlled. A criminal empire, not through fear alone, but through influence, through alliances, through manipulation. Star Wars, Maul-Shadow Lord isn't just telling another story. It's redefining one of the franchise's most iconic villains, showing us that Maul was never just a fighter. He was always something more, something smarter, something darker. And now, he's finally becoming what he was always meant to be. So what do you think? Will Maul's new empire rise? Or will it collapse before it even begins? Drop your thoughts below. And if you enjoy deep breakdowns like this, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on everything Star Wars. Because here, we don't just watch stories, we break them down.